Pittsburgh Foundation 125th Anniversary Celebration. You are all looking fabulous. And it's a good thing, for we have an amazing night planned for you. Let us begin. It's about time.
Celebration for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh of UPMC. My first order of business as MC is to invite you to please begin enjoying your salads. Now, the anniversary logo reads 125 years of caring. But we're not just here to recognize 125 years of world-class care by Children's Hospital's physicians and nurses, although that is certainly worthy of celebration tonight. We're here to recognize 125 years of caring by the people of Western Pennsylvania and people around the world. Caring by the hundreds of thousands of individuals who have given of their time and their talents and their treasure to ensure that every child in this region has access to the care that he or she needs. Children's story begins in 1890 when the city's successful business and civic leaders, men and women with names like Frick, Laughlin, McCune, and McGee, raised money and opened the first Pittsburgh's Hospital for Children. Here we are 125 years later, through this community's work and generosity, with Pittsburgh's Hospital for Children still here, still serving as a beacon of hope for children and families in their hours of need, still serving without regard for race or religion or the family's ability to pay. Today, Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh of UPMC is considered one of the leading children's hospitals in the world. The hospital cares for children from around the region, from every state in the country, and from more than 70 countries around the world. The hospital saw more than 1 million patient encounters last year. It has one of the top pediatric research programs in the country. And its list of accomplishments includes everything from the polio vaccine, to pioneering transplant surgery, to the Mr. Yuck symbol, the great poison prevention program, to being a leader in diagnosing and treating rare diseases. Children's Hospital's accomplishments are indeed great, and it is because of the commitment of this community. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Now, usually this is where I would remind everyone to turn off your cell phones, but tonight, we want you to use your phones to help the kids at Children's Hospital. Children's received a tremendous response when we proposed the idea of recognizing the 125th anniversary. As one might almost predict, the generosity has been significant, and at the end of the formal program, I'm going to be announcing the total raised. But throughout the evening, we're also giving each of you the chance to give the gift of hope, because you are the reason the Children's Hospital can do the wonderful things that it does. And your contributions are the start of the next 125 years of caring. So what we're talking about here is easy. If you have not already registered your phone this evening, I invite you to pull out your smartphone right now and send a text to this number, 24700. 24700. and then text the phrase KIDS 125. That's KIDS 125. You do that, you follow the instructions that will then appear on your phone. When you want to donate, just click the link that you receive in the text message, choose the green pledge button, and select a pledge level or type in your donation. No dollar signs, commas, or decimals are required. Later this evening, you'll get a message confirming your pledge and providing instructions on how to complete your gift. If you didn't get all of that, no problem. You can refer to the instructions on the sheet inside your program booklet. And if you have trouble for any reason, or if you perhaps didn't bring your smartphone with you tonight, please visit the table just outside the ballroom at any time throughout the evening, and the staff will be happy to help place a donation for you. Your fully deductible gift will ensure that whenever a family comes to children seeking help, the best and skilled caregivers and medical service will be available for them. So how about we try it out right now? Can I have the donor board on the screens, please? We'll show you how this works. Now this screen will show for us in real time tonight the gifts of hope as you make your pledge. It's the 125th anniversary, as we know, so why don't we see if we can get 125 individual gifts of hope right now. Remember, to get registered, you want to text KIDS 125. That's the message to text, and you want to text it to 24700. And then to start giving, just click the link that is sent in the text message that you receive. Thank you for your support of that. Now, tonight's event was the vision of these next two individuals. Denise Pampina and Ramsey Lyons serve as trustees of the Board of Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh Foundation. They are passionate supporters of the hospital's mission. They are tireless volunteers on behalf of the hospital. So please, welcome the 125th celebration co-chairs, Denise Pampina and Ramsey Lyons.
Good evening, and welcome to all of our guests, sponsors, honorees, and our honorary chair to the 125th anniversary celebration of Children's Hospital. Ramsey and I are so thankful to all of you for supporting the 125th and making the effort to celebrate with us tonight. As the co-chairs of the 125th and board trustees, and most importantly, moms, it's easy for us to be so passionate about the mission of the hospital and so grateful that we have such a world-class hospital in our backyard, not just for our children, but for every child in our community. Tonight, there are a few people we want to personally recognize. Our honorary chair, Joe Manganello. Joe, thank you for being here tonight, coming back to Pittsburgh, and being so much of an ambassador for our hospital. Jay Cleveland, our board chair. Cliff Brown, vice chair. Patty Hanna, past board chair, and the entire board of trustees for entrusting us with the responsibility of the 125th anniversary celebration. Patty Hanna, also as chair of corporate leaders and all of our generous sponsors. Dorothy Poland, chair of our incredible host committee. Vanessa Morehouse, chair of communications. Greg Barrett, president of our foundation, and the entire foundation staff. A special shout out to Amy Gelsizer and Brian Harmon for all of their efforts in the last 2 years. We could not be here tonight without them. Thanks to the event design and production team of Something New Events, Joe Minio and Neska Palmier. This place is amazing. Thank you. Last and most importantly, we would like to thank the doctors and nurses of Children's Hospital that work tirelessly every day for our children. Thank you. Round of applause.
anniversary. First, our timekeeping presenting sponsor, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, McCamish, John G. Rangos Senior Charitable Foundation, UPMC and UPMC Health Plan, and Walmart. Can we all give them a big round of applause? The Infinity title sponsor of tonight's celebration is PNC. And on behalf of this organization, Cy Holzer, president of PNC Bank Pittsburgh, and trustee of Children's Hospital Foundation.
Thank you, Ramsey and Denise. I really am really singularly delighted that I have this special opportunity. It is a tremendous opportunity as we recognize and celebrate this wonderful milestone for Children's Hospital. Really a special thanks to Ramsey and Denise, and as well to Greg Barrett and his entire team, and Chris Gessner and his entire team. You know a party's great when you can't get people to sit down and you make them rush and push them. And so a great party. Who would ever thunk this convention center would look this good? A little round of applause for them. They did an incredible job. And as the presenting sponsor of tonight's event, Bill Demchek and Debbie Demchek. Bill, would you stand up for a second? Bill Demchek, just stand up for a second, please. There we go. Bill said, please don't make me stand up. So that was really, thanks Bill, did a good job there too. We're really very proud of our ongoing and historical PNC legacy of investment. And I emphasize the word investment, not donation. Children's is a true regional asset, and when we contribute to this as the presenting sponsor, or any time Children's, it's an investment in all of our lives and in all of Pittsburgh. So it's an amazing thing. I don't want to correct you at all, Mr. Rice, but I'm going to do a little deeper dive on the beginning, if you don't mind, and I know I'll pay a price for correcting it. We're all reminded that this all began in 1890. But how remarkable was it then that a person, one person, an 11-year-old named Kirk Lemoyne, inspired the founding of Children's Hospital due to his great and deep concern for other children, such as he was at 11 years old. As a result of, how we make sure our parents listen to us, he pestered his father enough. They purchased one single hospital cot and dedicated that cot only to children. From there and all through the continued hard work, the dedication of many men and women in our community, we have today this world-class children's hospital that is at the forefront of worldwide innovative ideas, medical advances, excellence in patient care, teaching, research, and many, many more things. Now, why am I mentioning Kirk Lemoyne tonight? Because it has specifically reminded me of one person, Fred Rogers. We all know that Fred dedicated his life to serving children. His relentless commitment and life lessons are reflected in this one quote of his that I believe is so special for this particular evening. And it goes as follows. We live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It is easy to say, it's not my child, not my community, not my world, and not my problem. But then there are those who see the need and respond. I consider those people my heroes. Fred Rogers. I will echo the best neighbor for our children ever, and thank each of you heroes here tonight to make this evening as an investment in all of our futures and in the future of Children's Hospital. We're truly blessed to have our world-class Children's Hospital, and in our neighborhood, we're blessed to have each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cy. Cy wanted me to let you all know that we're all invited back to the new PNC Tower for the after party. It's going to be an all-nighter. It was in the 28th floor atrium side. It'll be karaoke. Looking forward to it. 25 years now, our children have had access here in Pittsburgh to the best pediatric care. Why is that? It's because Children's has such talented and dedicated staff, but it's also because we are still an active and generous community. A community where a child in need of hospital care can always find someone to lean on. More than 70 sponsors participated in tonight's celebration, and a few of them got together to send this message to the kids and to all of us.
Tonight, the first such award goes to John Rangos, Sr. John has served as a trustee of the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh Foundation for 14 years. His generosity is not confined to Children's Hospital. He has also funded the Omnimax Theater at the Carnegie Science Center, the Rangos School of Health and Sciences at Duquesne University, and buildings at CMU and St. Vladimir's Orthodox Theological Seminary. He is also a 32nd degree Mason, a serious Shriner, and a decorated veteran of the Korean War. His first gift to Children's was in 1986. His milestone contribution in 1989 helped to found the first Children's Hospital research building. And he has remained a steadfast supporter of the research program at Children's Hospital. In total, he has given more than $9.5 million. His efforts have truly built a legacy of hope.
Taking care of children is one of the most important things we can do for our future. Children's Hospital and the Rangos Research Center has its medical fingerprints all over the planet. We have a great deal to be proud of.
This is a hospital that has to deliver something special for every single child, every day. And it has to be at the top of its game in terms of research that is designed to improve care for children in the future.
When standard of care doesn't work well, you have to have options. And that's what having a research hospital affords.
John really started the medical research program funding. He was our first major donor. He believed in us, and from his gift came all of this.
I don't think that we would be here in this position with top talent, with specialized care for every child every single day if it wasn't for the work that Mr. Rangos has done here.
He is devoted to the things that he cares most about.
John Rangos' legacy is going to be the vision to have not just a top-notch elite, a top-notch hospital for children that is respected all over the world.
You always want to give back. You never forget where you came from. And you always work hard to make this a great nation. And we can only make it a great nation if we take care of our kids.
Tonight, accepting the award on his behalf is John's son, Alexander Rangos.
My dad really wanted to be here tonight. He went through a little bit of a rough patch. You can probably tell, for those of you that know him, that the video that was shot, during a period where he was not doing quite as well. I'd like to report that he looks much better today and is feeling a lot better, and I think we'll be at the next black tie event after spending some time with our good friends at UPMC and Dr. Lee and Cardiac. So he wanted me to thank everyone at Children's that has really made the institution what it is, the administrators, the doctors, the nurses, the technicians, all of the folks that contribute in the community that really brings it together. Because he grew up in a period where he was born in 1929 and grew up in Weirton, West Virginia. And he experienced a gentleman by the name of Weir, who provided for children during a period that really was not common. So when he got here to Pittsburgh, Children's was already here. And there was a great foundation. And I think he saw great people, and he saw a great community, and wanted to be a part of it. So I think he just wanted to say thanks to everybody for making that possible. And it's really, our whole family has been involved in Children's, myself, my brother, my sister-in-law Jill,
as directors of our foundation, but unfortunately, we've all been customers because, you know, I probably, when I was 11, got a few hundred stitches. Nicholas has probably been treated with a lot of different things over the years, so we actually can say with firsthand knowledge they do things right, and we're thankful, I think, and we'll be there as the next generation, and actually here we have 3 generations to support this worthy institution. Thank you.
Alex, we need you back. We forgot to give you your medallion. Denise and Ramsey are await you.
Dad's medallion.
Dad's medallion, cool. All right, can we have the donor board up once more? Let's see how we're doing again. Now, John Rangos has always believed that research is the way to make a better world. So we want everyone tonight to have a chance to make a meaningful gift. And if, like Mr. Rangos, you appreciate the value of research, this is a great time to give. If you'd like to honor the legacy of John Rangos' many contributions, this is a wonderful opportunity to make a gift. Giving at whatever level you're comfortable with can help families have hope that their kids will once more have a chance to be kids. So remember, to get registered, text KIDS125 to the number 24700, and then to start giving, click the link sent in your text message. Thank you so much for your support. Now please enjoy your dinner. Thank you. Tonight we're honoring 2 organizations that through their loyal and generous support year after year have truly become beacons of hope to all who work and all who are cared for at Children's. Eaton Park Hospitality Services and Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. These organizations have more than 50 years of combined support for our hospital, involving literally tens of thousands of employees and hundreds of thousands of donors. Collectively, they have raised nearly $20 million for the care of children. Now we know that Eaton Park Hospitality Group's nearly 10,000 team members provide a place for smiles. That's a given. But also, going back to 1979, they have used their tips and their guest donations to raise more than $9 million for the region's pediatric hospitals, especially Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. And Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and its more than 5,000 agents and employees have raised and donated more than $10 million to their local children's hospitals. This includes more than $5 million to the Free Care Fund at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh to enable the hospital to serve kids in the region whose families could not otherwise afford their care. So tonight we honor the many team members, agents, and employees who work tirelessly to help children and families get the care that they need. But the tradition that both of these companies have modeled for so many years truly starts at the top. The Broadhurst and Hanna families have set an example that has helped to inspire others to follow their lead. It is truly inspiring to witness and to want to be here and celebrate with them and thank them, all of the many team members, for their generous spirit and the joy that they bring, not only to our children, but to the communities that they serve every day.
As a hospitality company, giving back is really in our DNA. Service is important to us, and one of the ways we do that is through our Caring for Kids campaign.
So each year we set aside 5 weeks for our Caring for Kids campaign, where each of our units fundraise in their communities for their local children's hospital.
It's something that started many years ago. It's something that our team members get passionate about. It's
It's a volunteer opportunity in every single one of our locations where people can feel proud that they're giving back to the communities in which we serve on a daily basis.
Each year they come up with creative new ways just to simply outdo their total from last year.
Well, we do a holiday bash, sometimes we do a spaghetti dinner, tips for tots. I think Caring for Kids is a fantastic fundraiser. I have my family involved. My grandchildren now are taking off on their own. We have been able to raise a good bit of money.
This is something that we've made a long-term commitment to because we care about the hospital.
Eden Park Atrium is a space on the 6th floor where ultimately the kids can just be kids. We were proud to be able to give back. We're really proud that it's named after all of our team members that have raised so much money for so many years to be able to build that space.
This is an awesome opportunity for us to show everybody what we're all about, and that really is spreading a smile.
Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh is a very important part of our community. I think we've all known somebody that has needed Children's Hospital.
It's one of the finest hospitals in the country. As a company, there's a variety of ways we raise money for Children's Hospital. The Chow Chows are the heart of our fundraising efforts.
A Chow Chow event is just something that Howard Hanna agents and managers, co-workers, employees, friends, and family come together to raise money for Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh.
Through the money we raise, we're giving families an opportunity to have their kids treated that might not otherwise have an opportunity.
We just felt that was our obligation to give back to the families, the communities, and help the children.
The Howard Hanna Healing Garden at Children's Hospital is just an amazing space. It's like an outdoor oasis. It is an amazing feeling to know that we were part of all of our Chow Chow efforts of bringing that to that hospital.
Everybody involved with Howard Hanna is a big part of the community, so it's very important to us to give back to the hospital that is also a big part of that community.
From Eden Park and Howard Hanna Real Estate, please come to the stage. I also want to point out that our honorees tonight also will receive one of these lovely Hope trophies. I think we have one of these to show you. How about that? Let me just tell you, each of these was handmade by Children's Associate Chief Medical Officer and longtime faculty of the Gaffney Diagnostic Service, Dr. Andy Urbach. Not bad. All right, now I think it's about time for another gift of hope in honor of all the Eden Park waiters and waitresses who donate their tips, the Howard Hanna agents who organize and staff the creative Chow Chow lunches. Please text your pledges now and help keep this a community that we can all be so proud of, one that puts the health of its children at the top of its priority list. A gift at whatever level you're comfortable with will make an impact. Every gift helps to keep our children's hospital truly one of the best in the world. Remember, to get registered, just text KIDS125 to 24700, and to start giving, click the link sent in the text message. How about that total? How about that total? 156,000? All coming in on our donor board tonight. And we're still going. In fact, why don't we leave the donor board up as we continue? It is now my pleasure to introduce the honorary chair of the 125th anniversary celebration, Mr. Joe Manganella. On behalf of everyone at Children's Hospital and everyone here at this 125th celebration, we're very grateful to have Joe with us to celebrate this momentous point in the history of the hospital and the region. Joe Manganella is a multi-talented and award-winning actor, producer, director, author, businessman, and Steeler fan. He's probably best known for his roles in HBO's True Blood and the Magic Mike movies. His 2013 book, Evolution, is coming out in paperback next month. He's appearing in 3 movies this year and next, and his documentary, La Bear, won him a Triple Threat Award at the Maui Film Festival for directing, acting, and producing. He is a Pittsburgher by birth and also by his charitable nature. In 2011, Joe hosted a True Blood season finale party to benefit the cancer program at Children's. He's donated proceeds from his documentary screening toward rebuilding notable Pittsburgh landmarks, and he's done work for various charities in his new home of Los Angeles. This is a guy who's packed a lot into his first 38 years, and there's surely a lot more to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you our honorary chair and my workout partner, Joe Manganella.
Thank you so much, Ken. It is true. I learned everything I know about working out in the gym from Ken. And I got my abs from eating Primanti Brothers sandwiches, Minio's Pizza, and Mike and Tony's gyros. Thank you so much to everyone from the hospital. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Chris. You know, I get choked up with pride when I see all of you here tonight for my city. And if there's one thing that Pittsburghers are not short on, it's pride. You know, I've lived in LA for 15 years, but this is still my home. And it always will be. And people know that you better not say anything bad about Pittsburgh around me or you're going to get it. You know, there's a lot of my colleagues come to Pittsburgh to film movies. And, you know, I run into them and I say, you know, what did you think of the city? And they say, wow, it was so clean. I say, well, what did you think it was gonna? Oh, right, the steel mills. I get it. You know, for the better part of last century, the steel mill was the symbol of Pittsburgh. But of course, that ended long before I was even born. But people still have that perception that that was the symbol of Pittsburgh, the steel mills. But I'm so proud of my city and how we've turned this corner and evolved, and we've been one of the few Rust Belt cities that's been able to reinvent itself post-industrialism. And so I think, you know, we should be so proud of that. And how have we reinvented ourselves? Pharmaceutical and medical. So, you know, people have been thanking me all night for coming back and being a part of this, but it's a no-brainer for me. You know, to be a part of this organization, this children's hospital, which really has become a lighthouse for the rest of the world in terms of children's care. And all of you here tonight are a part of that and the reason why we're at the forefront. And your donations mean so much. I got involved with the hospital in 2011. I always swore that if my career got to a certain point that I was going to use my power of influence to help my community. I grew up and I was saddened to learn that there were so many famous people from Pittsburgh that I didn't know were from here. And I wanted to be someone who came back and did something for the community and made sure that my presence was always felt, even though I lived somewhere else, that I was coming back and doing something for my city. And so in 2011, I held a, thank you. And I hope it's an example for the other Pittsburghers to do well, and live in other places, to remember home. So anyway, my career got to a certain level. I was on this show called True Blood, yeah, okay, thanks. And I had a charity event for a finale party for True Blood. The finale was coming up. We had this great event. We raised a bunch of money, and I took my newfound fame and success and power of influence to the hospital. And I sat down visited my first kid in the hospital, and he said, "Who are you?" I said, "I play a werewolf on a TV show." He looked at me again and said, "You're not in Twilight." I said, "No, I'm in like Twilight for adults." And he looked at me again and just, went back to doing whatever he was doing. And I said, "Look, kid, your mom knows who I am." His mom just looked over and nodded at me. I then went on to, I got a call to play Hollywood Game Night, which is an NBC show, like a game night parlor show, and they said Gillian Jacobs is going to show up, who's a Mount Lebanon girl like me. Jerome Bettis is going to be there, and I said, I'm done, I'm in, let's go. And I'm not going to, I will put them on the spot, okay? When they named off their charities that they were playing for, they weren't Pittsburgh-based charities. And I looked in and they asked me, "Joe, who are you playing for?" And I looked both of them right in the eye and said, "Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh." And they both looked down at their shoes and thought, "Oh man, I should have said that." So, cut to a few years later, this year I'm playing fantasy football in Rich Eisen. Rich Eisen's league. I don't know if you've seen the Rich Eisen show or NFL Network, but I'm playing fantasy football. And hopefully I'll pull it out this year because there's a really big donation that will come children's way should I win. So cross your fingers. And I got to visit the hospital again this week, and met some amazing children, and some amazing doctors, and some amazing nurses. And I was introduced to the telemedicine lab. And I don't know if any of you know about this, but it's like something out of a science fiction novel. There's a command center, and they have TV monitors all around the room in which they monitor and coach other hospitals around the world and how to lower their child mortality rates. All they have to do is buy a cart that costs about $8,000, and there's a donation to the hospital that they make to, for upkeep. But there are doctors. We pulled up a hospital in Cali, Colombia, and funny enough, the doctor that I was talking to, Dr. Munoz, lives in Mount Lebanon, my hometown, but he was born in Barranquilla, Colombia, which is where my fiance is from. So, weird coincidence, but we zoomed in, there were 24 different rooms and different beds where we could zoom in on the vitals and monitor 24 different patients in this hospital. And they could speak and see the nurses and doctors on the screen and coach them. So I want you to know that a gift, a donation to Pittsburgh Children's Hospital doesn't just serve the people in the immediate area or in the Pittsburgh community. We're now servicing the world and teaching the rest of the world how to lower their child mortality. And in that hospital in Columbia, their child mortality has gone down by over 40% because of what Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh is doing for them. I urge you to be as generous as possible, to give as much as you can, because we're leading the way. You know, 125 years ago, Children's Hospital was started with one bed, and now because of technology, because of computers, camera equipment, we can now teach the rest of the world, and we're saving the rest of the world in places where socialized medicine dominates. And fiscally, it's not as important to them, or it doesn't make fiscal sense to put money into their child care. Well, we found a way to help that out and make a change. So, you know, if you're here tonight, please, reach deep. But I also want to talk to you about the best thing that happened from my hospital visit the other day, which is meeting this really cool guy who's become my new buddy, and we're friends on Twitter now. And we were just making plans to go see the new Star Wars movie, which is coming out. My buddy Sam Kane. Sam, you want to stand up? Sam and his family were sent to Children's when Sam felt a sore lump on his leg, and his primary care doctor suspected that something was out of the ordinary. And it turned out to be osteosarcoma, a bone cancer. It was a scary time for Sam's parents, as I'm sure every parent in this room can understand. But the staff at Children's Hospital made them feel comfortable and gave them confidence in the care, and they helped keep up Sam's spirits. And I talked to Sam's mom the other day, and Sam's mom told me that Sam tells everyone that the year he spent getting cancer treatment at Children's was the best year of his life. I don't think there is a better compliment to a children's hospital than that. Sam was 7 years old when he was diagnosed. And today, Sam is a happy and energetic 10-year-old, and that is living proof of the work and the donations that you have all made to this hospital. So give yourself a big round of applause. We're so glad Sam could make it tonight. So, Sam, come on up here, and I'd like to ask his family to please stand to be recognized. Now I'd like all of Sam's new extended family and children sitting with them tonight to please stand up. Doctors and nurses, please stand up. And everyone in this room is a part of the Children's Hospital community, and you all played a part in Sam's great care and recovery. Every single dollar raised for the hospital adds strength to children's ability to provide excellent care so that kids can get back to simply being kids. Physicians like Sam's doctors have access to the latest equipment for diagnosis and surgery, and the child life specialists have the staff and supplies they need to help kids cope with the pain, the fear, and stress of being hospitalized. The nurses have the best facilities to provide safety and comfort as they help their patients heal. I said before, I'm proud to be a Pittsburgher, but I'm really proud, and most proud to be from a community that so generously supported its children's hospital for the past 125 years. And I'm here tonight because I want to ensure that we continue to sustain that promise to give kids a chance to be kids for the next 125 years. So Sam, come on up here and join me. We're gonna share a video, right? Which is part of the local media campaign for the Children's Hospital anniversary year. So, you want to take it away, Sam?
You gave me the chance to go home early. You gave me someone to talk to when my sister was sick.
You gave us the ability to find a cure.
You gave me the best day of my life.
You gave me my child back.
All right, perfect. We weren't sure his mic was working, so he's going to use mine. All right, so how about it, everybody? There's one last chance to give the gift of hope before we end the formal program. So, Sam, do you want to say anything to the people who already gave their gifts tonight?
Thank you for being so generous and helping out for the cause we're fighting for. God bless you.
So please text your pledge now, 24700, kids 125. Okay, everybody, please, please, this is your last chance to inform the program. Please give to children. And in honor of every child you've ever known who's been helped by Children's Hospital, in honor of every healthy child you were lucky enough to have in your life, please give for all those millions of kids who are going to be helped in the next 125 years. Give so that they can have hope. Okay, come on, you know you can do it. Just click the link in the red boxes. Text your family and friends, tell them to donate. Kids 125, 24700. All right. And now, I think we have one more thing to do, right?
Yes.
The fun part. Okay, we're going to give away some watches, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. A whole bunch of extra generous people purchased raffle tickets for his and her Rolex watches from Henny Jewelers. So we're going to let Sam pick them up. Okay, you ready? The pair of watches goes to
Leviso.
Levico FF. Levico FF. Levico. Levikoff. Levikoff. The last two F's are capitalized. I might throw us up. Levikoff. All right. All right, congratulations. So Henny Jewelers is not only donating the watches, but they've also offered to size the bands that fit. So you pick up your voucher at the table outside the ballroom and take it to Henny at your convenience. All right? Thank you. Anything else?
Knock knock.
Knock knock. Who's there?
Broken pencil.
Broken pencil who?
Never mind, he's pointless.
All right, well, on that note, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this just in. I am delighted to announce the total giving connected to tonight's event. For this, the celebration of the 125th anniversary of Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, our fabulous community has raised a total of $12 million. Thanks to all of you for sharing in this special night. From now until midnight, we invite you to please enjoy dessert, dancing, and our amazing entertainers. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
because of you that tonight we celebrate children's extraordinary history. We salute this community and its continued philanthropic support. And we look forward to the next 125 years of care and innovation.